without further ado, here we go. Remove my pad here. You can do this on a yoga mat. You can do this right on the grass. Honestly, the more connected you are to the elements, the better it's going to be. The more you're going to find that primal activation, that energy within yourself. So first we're going to start in tabletop position. All right here, we're going to externally rotate those elbows, ground the hands into the ground, really grip the ground. Like I said, we're going to get primal with it. Spread the feet out wide. You want a nice wide stance on this one. Drive the hands forward and the feet back. By doing so, tighten up the core. Most of this practice, your mind's eye is going to be right in the belly, right in the core, that power center is. So kicking the hands forward and back, let those knees come up off the ground and hover. All right, this is called beast position. We're going to do a lot of stuff. This is our kind of our core reset. In between all of our moves, we're going to come back to this position. So this is beast, right? And we go from 4-point beast to 3-point beast, right? On each side. Practice that. Raising, do a little shoulder tap, shoulder tap. You want a little bit more of an activation. Ankle tap, ankle tap. And then we go from a 3-point beast to a 2-point beast. Make sure those knees stay as low as possible and extend out into bird dog. Breathing steady. Slowly come back, nice and controlled. Don't let your body isolate. Don't let it sway too much. You're going to suspend the momentum and practice contracting and keeping a stable core through 2 points of the body and finding that balance. Nice. So there's your beast. And an inhale, sink all the way back, almost like child's pose, except your knees are hovering right off the ground. This is your loaded beast position, ready to spring forward, right? So from loaded beast, you're coming out, left foot steps outside your left hand. Don't feel the need to stay on the mat. It's okay to get off the mat here. And as that foot plants, raise up that left hand all the way to the sky. With an inhale and exhale, bring the elbow to the ground. This is a nice light warm-up side of the flow. Just stretching out the body, squaring off those hips, sinking right into that groin. Keep the hips pointed right towards the ground. And sink into it, right? After a few breaths, right, we're gonna bring the right knee down, walking the left hand over into a half lunge position, right? And really tucking the hips, taking that belt buckle and pulling it up to your chin. You're gonna feel a little pull in that right hip flexor. Flex the right glute. You're gonna feel a little extra burn here as you drive all the way forward. Nice deep stretch, right? And hands go up. Now don't arch your back. It's not like a yoga pose. We wanna hit this hip flexor right here. It's not like a full yoga pose. It's slight like yoga. It's not a half moon, right? Half moon, you're gonna arch all the way back. We don't want that. I want the belt buckle stay tucked, almost curving this inward to drive that hip all the way forward. And arms coming up. Good, and as you sink back, swing the hips all the way back for a runner's stretch. Get that hamstring right here. And while we're here, it's good to rotate that hip, point the toes to the left, give it a couple gas. See, left foot's gonna get a clutch pedal. Anybody drives a standard, hit the clutch a couple times, really flexing out that hamstring, and see how far you can sink into it. If you can bring your nose all the way to your knee, bring your chest all the way forward, good. And coming back out of it, do a few of those, just stretching it out, feeling those hips come forward, hips swing back. Good, walking all the way back forward into the lizard. You're gonna bring the right foot through with the left hand, right? When I say left hand, right foot, it's like a little energetic connection between my hand and my toes, right? And as my hand leaves the ground, the right foot's gonna come through and you're gonna point right towards the front of the mat like a bow and arrow. Point the toes, point the hands, find your aim, fire the bow, send it all the way back. Loaded beast. Jumping into half frog squat, sinking it nice and easy down. Coming into a little yogi squat here. Breathing deep. the center around, stretch out the groin. See how straight you can make your spine from the ground all the way up to the sky. And then planting down, straighten out the hips, straighten out the legs, sway from side to side, loosening up those hips, that psoas, that groin, good. And then all the way back down, yogi squat, plant down, jump back, loaded beast. Right leg outside right hand. Coming up, same thing opposite side. Into a lizard. This is lizard position. Inhaling towards the sky, exhale, elbow to the ground. Find that stretch, create space with the breath. Deep breathing. See how deeply you can breathe into the movement and let the breath drive and expand you on each movement, right? Same thing here, following lizard, bringing that right hand, right? Same thing. Bring the left knee down to the ground, right leg forward to a half lunge, half kneeling lunge, and then tucking the belt buckle, driving that left hip flexor forward, flex the left butt cheek, the glute. You feel that fire just a little bit more. I'm right at a frame here, but y'all can see them. Feeling good. Tight, very tight. I'm sitting too much. Now, bringing that forward, driving the hips forward, sending the hips back onto the heel, and pulling your hips back to the mat, right? You'll feel that hamstring stretch. Right there, you might feel a little bit of the IT band as you take the foot, turn it, invert it inward towards the mat. Stretch the IT band right there. Yeah, it feels good. It's a good burn. It's a good burn. Good. Hit the gas pedal a couple times. Use the breath to deepen the stretch. Breath will move the energy. Allow the flow. Just coming back out of it. A few of those. Same thing. Good. Walking it back out into right lizard. Right. And then you continue with your kick foot. Left foot swinging all the way through, nice and tight in the core. Lizard step through. Fire the bow, bow and arrow, nice, straight, strong aim. Sinking it back, loaded beast. Coming into regular beast. What we're gonna do is gonna bring this left hand around and my right leg is gonna switch under. It's called an under switch. So it's gonna switch under as I bring my left hand around. Left elbow is gonna come right to my left hip. Now I'm in crab position. It's a 3-point crab. In crab, we're gonna reach out, extend, make an arch, look over your shoulder, extend your arm all the way out. Bring the elbow nice and tight back into the hip. Rotate back over. Right leg comes under. Left hand returns to the ground. Same thing, opposite side. Right hand, elbow, comes right to the hip. Right, 3-point crab. Your hips are nice and low. You want to spring load this up, shooting from the earth up to the sky, extend out. All the way back down. Elbow into the hip socket and come back over. Left leg comes through, right hand back to the ground. Similar movement, just gonna do a side kick here, a little Bruce Lee action. Plant, turn your left foot to the left side of your mat. Bring the right leg through. Bow and arrow fire to the side. Left hand nice and crisp, tight in the core. Rotate it back through. Same thing, right side. Plant, kick, back over. All right, we're back into beast position. Last but not least, I'm gonna do a scorpion. So I'm gonna swing my right foot, kick it all the way up, over, land, my left leg is straight, my right hand's right by my right shoulder. Good, swing all the way back over, into beast. Same thing, opposite side, left leg kick, rotate over, right leg straight, almost sitting on the ground. Left shoulder, align with the left hand. Good, step back over. Inhale, loaded beast.